terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all! By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? Oh yes, proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the how you got here, though? On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time. At last, a question I can answer most definitively. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, show, don't tell, I always say. So go.
I think that imp may be quite mad. Then...
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... The portal has become active! Fantastic! Astounding! Onward we should go!
One man's trash is another man's trash.
The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. You, dear stranger, you must be the key. A light! This port, goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to... I can't say for sure where it came from, how, or it's not that I believe, it's that I have certain, if it is what I believe. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as after you, oh, what wonders we may find. You first, but don't... Yes, just as I'd hoped. There she is, there it is. Come, don't delay.
And he's off. It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
I am the last test. The last test. The last test! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to...
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of...
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests,
My reaction exactly, milady. It was there.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how, if any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and going, but you are different. Of you I see nothing, so please do tell me. How did you arrive here? A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great... Not like this, no. What happened? Never had I experienced something so... contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into...
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible?
Like the stones, your guests are source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably... Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part. Do you see what violence my work has...
Mysteries of all time.
It would appear that Starstone transform...
I see.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this... If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, without these stones, Hunter, there will be, for a reason I do not yet understand, you and you alone can
Why, of course! That's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more. That shall never be. As sure as Zix comes before Zack. Please, our most...
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
Say what Zigzags and the Weaver will. I need more evidence.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible.
Come, come! I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge. What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell! The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you know with you searching out Starstone, I believe... But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your... Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little... Off you go, then! You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, wouldn't it just? Would that I had a star just like yourselves. Starstones are curiously... From what I can gather, though, they were once ruins, caves, the lairs of Neither do I. But the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver... This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. We may not understand the how yet, but I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission... But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. So, gather those Starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. No lonesome observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to compare. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once, I hope he'll be able to help you as much...
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of... I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you... And I'll be delighted to give it. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the... That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the... While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the Grand Dame, the advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with him. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of stars. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? But perhaps I speak only for myself. Not for veterans such as... Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a... I'll not pretend to have all the answers. All that I... If Zigzags worries, I worry. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. Oh, before you go, here. Take this teleporter pyramid. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but now that this matter has been settled, Hunters, I shall detain you no longer.
Ah, how intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath. And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. You are not of the same minds, and therefore one another's weakness. We must be steadfast. We must be firm in our desires for knowledge and power if we are to overcome the foes that would suck the very... Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever...
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Ah, yeah, it is. I knew you weren't the type to be taken in by such high-flying, pie-in-the-sky nonsense. Let the magical history imps fly their floating islands into the end. Then again, if what he says is true, and he really does know everything, he might be a Imagine! Sorry, Zaxix, I haven't fixed your space carpet, but if you could tell me where the bearded source dragon of Fire Lake has made its nest, I'd be obliged. Useful indeed.
Will never make it inside these walls. Excellent. Let's keep it that way. Pay the big change on your book for the whale of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring! Delicious dog...
That tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
Oh!
Could have gotten far.
Another perfect heist. You sneak with the subtlety of a tried and true cat burglar.
Why, thanks. I rather do, don't I? Ha! A few more heists.
No doubt about it.
I know it's somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Hey, stop that!
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, that strange reaction you caused, blue lightning from a healing stone.
I bet Tim Fred's been strung up by
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Pay the big change on your block with a whale of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Heavenly hearing, delicious dose. Yours first, let's go. I'm strike. I'm shrews. Harry's got a dozen.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn. us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let's see. Carrot, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen. Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
I'm straight, I'm true. Harry's by the cousins. Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen. I'm straight, I'm true. Harry's by the cousins. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Not in the mood for cheese. Their excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bell.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Not in the mood for cheese. Their excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bell.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more whole
Well,
than a...
what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Toe of snake, ring of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Toe of snake, ring of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gormanland.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
wonder how my dear sweet Doreen is doing.
Oh, no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Power has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Northern Cape?
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace.
The hunters go a-stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood! Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail. Ah, my name? The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality. Of the elves of Gandavon. They lived in peace. Oh, yeah, all undone. Every last one of us. I may be frail, a withered grey. I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine Yes, Victoria. The orcs of Gazuldaga. They knew my name. Her name is that of a woman. Her employment that of a civilized Victoria. Librarian. Daughter.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to...
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime?
She may not be guilty, but she'd have...
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog!
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? No, all my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. I've been going to the shade. Someone wants to see Victoria dead? That cherub of the book? That seraph of the library? Hear you me. You must stop that dog by any means necessary. As mayor of Cyseal, you have my permission to take drastic measures if need be. Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. I've always been more fond of cats myself.
Turjageta, friend. Kira Lizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the startling revelation. So much does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me? So, let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where's my amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul. Leg Fizoda! Yes, a capital notion. Let him be brought. It would probably be better if you rather than I. Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem! The knight in see-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the blushing bo- Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels?
If only the popular girls from the...
Oh my gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
little mix-up indeed. I don't know what you and that horrible little imp are planning, but leave my bathroom out of it.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Now, if you please. This room is private.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let's see. Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for bartenders.
By the filed teeth of Sulumar's soul shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria!
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Soon the last will be beaten. Here I wait for thee in the dark. Yes, yes. Have you made the orc feel... Here I wait for thee in the dark. But the stab shall bring the light. Minister to death. That is what I want of thee. Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Your demise!
Another innocent has fallen.
Innocent? Ha! Consider it target practice, for there isn't a true innocent in all of Rivellon.
Target practice?
I need a moment to reflect. It seems I'm growing more heartless by the day.
What some call heartlessness, I call...
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer. How gratifying. How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
Stop right there. Until you've received the captain's not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain is.
It's official. The Duke of Ferrol is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
And so we meet yet another adulterous harpy. No doubt she's guilty as sin.
Another? I don't know which Cyseal you've been turned through, buddy, but this one ain't exactly an adulterous
Whatever
harpy
happened to
nesting
that troop
ground.
of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward...
Ah, hello. I suppose I am the Duke of Ferrol. Yes, she and I have a history. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions. Jake and Esmeralda had no great effect. Which one? I've written Esmeralda more works of... It's very tragic news. I won't pass... Which one? I've written Esmeralda more work...
Tell me, Alistair.
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to those crab. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in, being the king crab's foremost patron ever since. A magnet told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else, so I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle. So she likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, by all means. People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother. Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dog.
That purring sound. Mind control vibrations, I'm sure. Don't be seduced, comrades.
That cat is a miracle of creation. Don't you dare befoul it with your moronic delusions.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many teeth.
Oh, you haven't left town yet, have you? Jolly good. Join me, why don't... Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd drop... Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards.
Snake, wing of worm.
Such beauty, such grace they have. Magnificence incarnate.
Slink and sharp.
Tell me,
I wouldn't trust a cat as far as I can throw.
Have you ever...
And I'm a world
Where's the
lead.
young Esmeralda these days? Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost among the waves it remains, I imagine. Won perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If...
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met him.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? And you killed that maniac? Oh, this isn't exactly my idea of justice, but better him than my sweet daughter. Maxine? What in heavens? I spent months trying to teach that. I've always been more fond of cats, my...
Volume 1. Turjageta, friend. Itkashi fudge. You killed him. I had...
Tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion?
Legion's greetings. I am Septimus, seventh son in a household of so fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon. My steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda in the murder of her husband? Well, and what questions are those? The Cysealians used to say this was a chosen place. Don't even mention those rotten carcasses to me. They're the...
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty. For the Legion.
Well, you certainly are mine.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for Father
That's enough of that now!
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
There must be some way to open this.
I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty. For the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, milady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your haloed head shall be harmed.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who...
What do you think you're doing? That's enough of that now.
I dance within the shadows!
We'll have none of that, you hear?
What? Does the ground turn to glue when you've been naughty around here? Maybe the lock can be jimmied.
Careful,
Right,
comrades.
standing here without so much
I've
as a
seen
piglet in the
sorcerers
pen.
infuse even lowly fowl with dark enchantments.
My Balberit spawns. You see sorcery in the clear blue sky, don't you? I bet you'd
Potions to
scream
bemuscle
havoc
you.
if I were to give you a mirror.
Scrolls to entussle you.
Red and orange.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Legion's greetings, Hunter. You claim to... Let me have a quick read. Wait, what?
Lords above, grant me I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town. So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the... Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool! Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Well, what do you want to know? Since the beginning, this has been a particularly favoured region. I'm telling you, a necromancer must have been at work in Cyseal.
Adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you?
Feeling hot under the collar.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
May the seven keep you.
So many dead civilians. It's an honor to visit the fallen.
The fallen have no use for honors or visits. Their days have passed, ours have not. Let us not waste them.
That dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. But it's nothing compared to Jake. Esmeralda? Ugh, terrible. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Jake was awesome, and she didn't like Jake, so I'm pretty sure she's the worst thing that ever lived. Let me get a whiff. Oh, take this away. It smells like every rich man in town except Jake. No, there's definitely... I smell... rotten lamb chops.
Darling.
This dog we met, how true a creature he is. How loyal and unwavering in its affections. His master is dead, but not even this, not even nature. Animals. Dog and deer, elk and eagle. We burden and butcher them, wretches that we are. These pillars of creation, we topple them, though their spirits are this kind, this trusty beast. He is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one.
Rest in peace, darling.
You are not of the same mind because you are human. All too human. And deep down you place trust in your fellows. But I know, for I have lain on silken cushions in marble palaces, and I have lain on wet leaves in soggy forests. Vastly do I prefer the latter. Oh, the occasional thorn may pierce your skin, but in the animal kingdom only one is free. Beware the wolf, yes, beware the bear, but their rules are honest. The kingdoms of man, they are built upon the blood of the ones not strong enough to... This dog, it is a creature worthy of your affection. The ones you... From drizzle to deluge.
May the seven keep you.
Confound it! Eternal silence awaits you.
May the seven keep you. May the seven keep you.
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake! I smell rotten lamb
May
chops.
the seven keep you.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Rest in peace, darling.
things happy?
Rest in peace, darling.
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned... as if I need introduction. Memory... Oh, I've written so many... There isn't a civilized soul alive that... Do you truly feel you are ready to prove... Then we shall proceed to test the mettle of your act. Between life and death, death is the great...
Of course not.
Correct, he is not.
Let us proceed.
Not entirely, no.
I concur.
Last query. Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear.
Your undoing.
Your salvation, as a matter of fact.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Oh, most impressive. Nothing short of miraculous. You have verily fathomed the mess. Content in the knowledge that my legacy is in good hands. Ta-ta! I shall see you in the next life.
Smell rotten lamb chops.
Rest in peace, darling.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Eternal silence awaits you.
Rest in peace, darling.
On the mend! Bless the seven, I am restored!
Sigurd's beard! What a find!
May the seven keep you. May the seven keep you.
feel better already.
Into the fray once more.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Golden Bear.
I'm straight. I'm true. Arrows by the dozens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, you've got my attention, comrade.
Cheese?
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Golden Bear. Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Golden Bear.
Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Quiet day on the market, it seems. Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fire. Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin.
join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Well, I'm bloody undead. Remember, above all, to stay behind the...
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Mother, don't you worry. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers. And I can walk.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
A book about setting up the perfect crime.
Esmeralda has interesting taste in literature.
So that's what that did.
Esmeralda carries lots of cuts of meat. She carves them up herself, you know. An expert
for that one.
A bloody dagger. Could this have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
Ah, gracious patron, I see your... Oh, so that item interests you, yeah?
Ain't a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff. On the move for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Norman fare.
Oh, no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
I'm straight. I'm true. Alice by the cousins.
Ain't a big cheese on your blood with a wheel of the good stuff.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
On the move for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Norman fare. Ain't a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scratch off.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Well, what sort of...
Perfect for a fry-up.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
This fine golden there.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.